We were talking about your ability to communicate your internal thoughts to others before your stroke and after your stroke. And it's different now than it was then. And I'm trying to grasp how it's different.
I am constantly pushing the prediction envelope forward. Some people think that is crazy.
What is a prediction envelope?
When your brain anticipates something, it looks into probabilities, things that will happen. Most people it's close by. They don't predict too much for a variety of reasons. But because I like it to create new things, I push out further. I consider lower probability cases. And that is my feelings. Not about, I'm heartbroken or something like that. That's secondary. It means that I have worked out a scenario where I could be heartbroken or elated or just plain tired or deeply interested.
So can you tell me, give me an example, if you can, of this predictive envelope, and that you think more about low probability things, meaning there's probably a whole lot.
No, I just work out further than the high probability things.
Sure. So what I mean is, so if you can capture a moment in time, which is hard because moments are brief, right? And that's the definition of a moment. With your internal thinking, are you simultaneously looking at multiple scenarios, future predictions, all the time? That's always what you're doing, always. And so your mind is always looking at those things.
So you call it analysis. I call it fun. So when you say to me, I remember that you said I overanalyze things. That's to me was fun. And you thought I was hurting myself, which is also true, but it's also fun.
So before the stroke, you were doing that, and you're doing it still, but for some reason.
But I can't engage in a conversation because I'm just slow right now.
Even though the thoughts are still going in here at the same rate they were before the stroke, is that it's harder to communicate your thoughts to others because you can't verbalize those thoughts as well or as quickly. But you said at the same time, you're happier now than you were.
Way happier.
And explain that.
Because my voice is not in the way.
Of what?
Of articulating the low probability nature of my predictions. Because I need to keep up the rap.
And so that is what makes you happier now than before the stroke.
Because I had a breather, and I realized that I couldn't go out and convince people of things, that so much of it is not worth speaking.
So it's sort of like releasing the pressure inside your head, maybe, that you don't feel as compelled to try to speak those thoughts to others.
Yes. And so I now have an internal dialogue that's far more productive.